Okay, so I want to make this video on pride and how pride is causing a lot of problems in our lives, in our society. Pride is when we stick to a viewpoint doggedly without any type of um, variation or considering other aspects. Is when we are we dig our heels in and we want to remain steadfast in our own opinions, even when the other person or the other argument is crying out for acknowledgement or open mindedness. The prideful person will just bite their lip and say no. No is no is no. Pride is when we don't want to admit that we're wrong. So that's the crux here: is we don't want to admit that we've made a mistake and that we need to consider other viewpoints. There's a lot of truths coming out in society, and there's a lot of people that are unwilling to consider new evidence, new facts, alternate ways of thinking about or viewing something here. There's a lot of digging in heels and just staying where they were and ignoring ignorance, ignoring what's going on or any other ideas of what's going on. Pride is causing us a lot of trouble, causing us a lot of segregation. There are people that don't want to admit that they need to check out other ways of thinking or what's going on in the world. People are digging in their heels and not wanting to grow or not wanting to analyze other possibilities, and it's causing a lot of trouble. So if we find ourselves closed-minded and not considering what our fellow brothers and sisters are bringing to us, but closing our ears and calling other people foolish right off the bat is getting us into a lot of trouble as a community. So please, let's relax, let's get centered, and let's stop arguing and fighting. And let's just start coming together as a community and wanting what's best for us. We need to speak calmly. We need to wonder why this other side is so strong in their beliefs. We need to consider things. We need to abandon this pride, it's this arrogance, this superiority. There's a superiority where we want to be better or higher or more virtuous than another person. This tribalism is causing so much trouble. So be open-minded, be calm, question why the opposition of this other party, this other person wants to talk about, wants their voice to be heard so badly. I mean, you think they're nuts, they're crazy? No, they have a reason, they have a passion inside of them that's telling us that other things need to be considered. And when we disregard them because we don't want to look like we've made a mistake, like we weren't right the first time, that's the problem. We need to abandon this, man, I don't want to look like a fool arrogance. That's what needs to go. This, I don't want to look like a fool. I didn't get it right the first time, so F this, that needs to go. We're all works of art. We're all growing in our own way. We're all on our own path. There are people that are having open arms that want to embrace us when we don't walk the first time, or we don't see the writing on the wall the first time, or we don't see it the first time. Life's about making mistakes. Life's about falling down, knowing that you didn't get it right the first time, and having other people help you get up and show you the right way. But to just not want to look, I didn't get it right, I know everything all the time, is what's going on right now. I know everything all the time. I'm right and you're wrong. That needs to go. That's causing a lot of problems. So if you're coming up against these other prideful people, point out their arrogance, point out their inequality, point out where they're not considering all sides and how unhealthy that is. Basically, stick to your guns. Yes, listen to the other side. Consider it. Why is this other person being so passionate about this? I might need to consider it. If this other person is so passionate, maybe I should look into what they're saying. Right? Don't we want to see the broad picture before we make a decision? Great. Thank you for listening. I invite comments and further discussions on this.